Hey everyone, welcome to day 78 of Transcendent Traipsing. Guess what time it is? It's update time. This video is long overdue. Everyone watching the videos is like, what is going on? So this is what's going on. I have a little sheet here to follow, which I never do good with those, but I got one. So the update is everything is going great. I'm back home. Everything's going as planned. And you're like, you're back home, how's that planned? Well, when I originally started to, decided to do the trail back in September, that very first video I did with the moose in it, that was the day. That was the day I said, okay, I'm doing this. And when I did that, I originally planned that, I would take a sabbatical, I would get done with work, I would take a leave of absence, all that. That never transpired. So I am currently still employed. I basically am self-employed, and I had to come back home in April to take care of a book of business. While the time I've been home, I've been hiking up here in the trail. And you think you come home and you think you're gonna have all this time to do all this stuff, and in time is crazy. Like you don't have as much time as you think you do in every aspect of life. You just don't. And it just slips away from you. And I've been working. I've actually worked harder than I've ever worked in my 22 years of doing what I do. So I come home, I plan to do all kinds of videos. I plan to get all my videos caught up and all that, and that hasn't transpired. So coming up here, Jen and I are headed back out in just a couple days, which is why we're doing the video. Jen and I are leaving home and we're headed back south to pick up where I left off, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. And then we're gonna hike north for 5 days, and then we're gonna get in the car and go to trail days. So the awesome news is Jen and I will be at trail days. I'm so excited that Jen was able to have a week off to do that and be at trail days. So you all see me at trail days, and we'll be running around. Not that I'm some big person to see, but just wanted to let everyone know that I'll be there, and Jen will be there with me for trail days. So that's awesome news. I have hiked through the Great Smoky Mountains. And I say I because it's with sad news that I tell you that we were about a day from Fontana Dam, and my sister woke up and there was some family stuff going on and she had to go home. And that was hard on me. Her leaving that day was really hard, and I wanted to go with her that day because I knew I was coming back in April, and my sister wouldn't allow it. She's like, no, you're staying, you're out here to do this, and you're doing it, and you're staying. So I stayed on trail, as hard as that was, and I did it. And from that day forward, I've been alone on the trail. And so I hiked into Fontana Dam and through the Great Smoky Mountains all by myself. And it's been an amazing journey. I'm trying not to get emotional. Anyone who gets to know me knows that I'm a very emotional person, and I have a lot of feelings. I try to be more in tune with feelings and stuff. But yeah, and I had some trail angels, Ron and Diane, that gave me some great advice for the Smokies, to enjoy it, to take it all in. And the Great Smoky Mountains are great. It was the most amazing thing to date in my life, easily in the top 2, experiencing all that. And when I say experience it, I try to experience it. Take in every part of the Great Smoky Mountains. I got stuck in Gatlinburg, so you come into that gap, Newfound Gap, I think. I'm awful with these names. And you go down into Gatlinburg, and I was down in there, and I had some Zoom meetings I had to do, and so I had to stay an extra day. And then this weather came in the mountains, and it snowed, and they closed the road. They closed the road for, I think, 3 days. So I was stuck in Gatlinburg for like 4 or 5 days. And yeah, so that was a treat and an interesting thing on its own, being stuck in Gatlinburg. And yeah, I got through the Great Smoky Mountains, and I hiked out, I think on April 9th, I think I hiked out of the Great Smoky Mountains into Davenport Gap, and there was amazing trail magic, and there was the people doing the trail magic, had pictures of me sitting in a chair, and people who saw that are like, wait, he's in the Smokies and it's just him. And that was the day I got in the car and drove home. And I've made a lot of decisions as to what I'm going to do. The videos I do, I try to include more in the videos I try to pour my heart and soul into those videos, and I try to record stuff throughout the day that I think is amazing and I want to share with all of you. So being able to do that content, I don't see me having there's no way. I don't have the time to do all that content and get it out before we go and all that. So from this point forward, I'm making a vow to all of you that the videos will be more current within days of when I'm out there. I will find a way to get something up to YouTube. I will do my very best with the video editing and keep the videos awesome and fun and showing more of the trail as much as I can. And as I have time, I'll put together the other videos which I have and edit them and get them out. So Jen has agreed to do a playlist of pre-reset and a playlist of after reset. So that's what we're calling this. This is kind of a reset. And that leads into the next topic. When I went out on trail, I was so naive. You know, you watch all these videos, you think you know everything about the trail, and that could not be further from the truth. I think at this point, after hiking 250 plus miles, because I've hiked around the house here and stuff, the trail is going to come to each and every one of you differently. The trail is going to be a different experience for all of you. And I think that's by a magical design, spiritual design, however you want to look at it. It's going to be different. And so for me, like, I was going out on trail and I was thinking, oh, well, I'm only going to be hiking 5 or 6 miles a day. I'll have all this time to lay in my tent and edit videos. I can do my emails for my business. I can get back in touch with people. I'll have some service way up on those mountains. I'll have some service. No, anyone thinking you're going to have time to do that? The trail is all on. I don't care who you are and all the hikers I've talked to. When you're out there on trail, it's all on. And what I mean by all on, like, you think you're gonna have all this time, you're hiking, you're constantly planning. You're planning food supplies, where are you gonna stop, where's the water source, how are you gonna set up, is there gonna be tent sites, when you get to camp, is there tent sites, you're hunting for tent sites, you gotta set your tent up, you gotta set your sleep pad up, you gotta massage, you gotta feed yourself, you gotta relax and stretch your muscles and fix gear that broke. I mean, whether it's a little tear here, a little tear there, it is all on. And by the time you lay down on that air mattress, it is either lights out, or in February, it was so freaking cold. Like, that sun sets and it is cold. And you know, having your hands outside your sleeping bag, fiddling with the iPad and the phone, yeah, no. It just don't work. So then you're left to, that was just me personally, then you're left to getting into town and editing, doing all the editing and stuff in town and doing all the emails and all that. And you roll into town, you're 1 0, you're 2 zeros, and as you've seen, I actually took more zeros than I ever anticipated. But there's just so much to do, and there's so much to decompress. Like, you're out there to have a good time, so you want to relax, you want to chill. You don't have all kinds of excess time. Maybe again, like I said in the beginning, other people experience things differently. Maybe other hikers experience that, where they have all kinds of time. That hasn't been my experience. Every day is a full day, and it's not like work. Like, the trail is so amazing. Like, I don't feel like I'm working or anything. Like, it's just stuff you have to do. Like, you're full of to do all day. So with all that said, where do we go from here? So from here, I have 5.5 months, or 5 months. From that time, when I get back to Max Patch, I'll have 5 months. 5 full months to through hike the rest of the Appalachian Trail. This is a journey. This trail is a journey. I learned that after, I don't know, 2 weeks on trail. You can try to plan this trail as hard as you want to try to plan it, and you can try to conquer it and manage this trail. This is a journey, and that became very evident to me. And I don't know where this journey is going to lead. I really don't. I know that it's in my heart and my soul to do this trail, and until I'm told otherwise, I'll take every step I can, until I can't. I'll go back to Max Patch and step north for 5 straight months until that journey changes, and that is the mission. and I pray every day. Being on the trail has made me even more spiritual than I am. And I pray every day that I have the ability and the strength to take every step and see the Katahdin sign. So that's where I go from here, is taking every step and seeing this journey. I know I can do it. I know mentally, emotionally, I know I can do it. Physically, it's a journey. My body's my body. I don't know the true answer to that, other than I know that my heart and my soul says I can do it. So these 5 months are going to be pretty unique. That'll put me into about October 15th. I did some research. Mount Katahdin is normally open until October 15th. So I'll have from now until October 15th to get to that sign. And occasionally it's open past October 15th, depending on the season, but there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees on October 15th. And we'll go from there. I'm just taking, at this point, I'm not hiking a traditional hike. It's not the hike I dreamt about all my life, and I'll do another video on that, of my why. But it's the hike I've been blessed with. It's the hike that I get to do, and I'll do it. It's so weird. It's just a video over a trail, but when you get out on trail, for those who do it, and you pull that trigger and you make it, if you open yourself up to it, the trail is more than just the trail. And it's all there. It's all there for you to see. And it's a very special thing. All right, so I'm back. I had to come back out here and set up again because I was editing the videos and I saw a couple things I wanted to add, and I just finished with that emotional clip where I was talking about the trail, and I wanted to be clear that that emotion is not sadness. The trail is an extremely special place to me, and as the time I've been out there, it's just been so amazing to be there and experience all of it. And I'm actually very excited to go back. I've been missing the trail, and I can't wait to get back in that element, because it is so special to see it and experience more of it. I feel like I'm changing every day out there, and I'm entering a new phase of my life, and that is part of our YouTube channel. A lot of people ask, like, transcendent traipsing, why such a big word? Why'd you choose that? Transcendent traipsing explains exactly what we're trying to do with our lives and where we're trying to go. We're trying to transcend and become different and grow and change our lives. And I'm encouraging all people, and one of the big reasons to do these videos is to encourage people that, you know, you can transcend and you can change and you can grow. So that's the purpose behind that name. So some of the things I missed I wanted to include in the video is, one, from here I plan to do the current content with the content through Fontana Dam, through the Great Smoky Mountains, as I can fit it in. But the current content is the most important part. Please let us know if you agree with that and you want to see the current content. If you want to see the old content before the new content, which I can't see you wanting to see that, do that. But if that's what the people want, I can continue to work on the old content, and then this content will come along when I get to it. Another thing I want to talk about is my sister. My sister's doing great. She did go home for family reasons. She's not coming back out on the trail. I've had long talks with her since she's been home. I didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. We had a wonderful time. Everything in our video is legit. Like, we're not playing like we're happy and miserable on the side. I mean, we're not. I had the time of my life with my sister, and I, you know, for what she tells me, she did too. So it's it's just a family thing that she had to come up, and she's staying off trail to deal with life. And the trail, I think the thing to take from that is the trail helped her. The trail helped her in that period of time that she was on trail, and it did what it was supposed to do. And she's very happy with her experience on the trail, and very happy with everything that transpired there. So, and I made it sound like Jen is going down on the trail with me. Jen's not restarting the trail. She's going down for 1 week. Jen's going to be with me for 1 week, and then she's dropping me back off, and I'm going to be solo. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. I think I covered everything. These videos are not simple to put together and put yourself out there, but I hope you enjoy the videos, and I hope you're excited with the content. I'm very excited to change my tact and reset and get more current stuff out there, so you guys can follow along and my family can follow along, so all of you can, and see where I'm at and what's going on. So, all right, thank you. See you at Trail Days if you're there, and if not, enjoy the videos and enjoy everything I get to see and get to share.